Hello, and welcome back to EU4, continuing our Japan campaign. Yesterday we did a big war against the Ming and the Ottomans, and took a bunch of the coastline up here and some provinces down here. We also took Taiwan from the Ottomans as part of the peace deal, which I was totally fine with doing because I wasn't going to be able to piece the Ottomans out otherwise. I also interrupted their alliance with the Ming, so hopefully that just stays gone. Hello, Mortaz. How's it going? We are currently just waiting on a truce timer with the Ming again, which is going to be another 11 years. So we could look at places we could expand otherwise. But I don't think we can really expand anywhere else right now. Suppose we could build a spy network here, and see if we can fabricate a claim and start maybe either conquering this or forcing him to release some stuff. Oh, not much. Just starting the stream. I think this is still waiting. No, it's not. Why do you guys have 56? What is the difference here? You're missing 2 soldiers. But we did just unlock some extra, so we can go ahead and get 4 more built, and those can all go down there. We're at 34. Our combat width should be 34. Yeah. That is what our combat width is. Just move my mic really quick a little bit. I put it away a little bit last night. So we don't have any. We do have some ships to upgrade. We probably should upgrade these ships. I think these are mostly these ships that we have stolen. Probably a lot of these heavy ships, which we could probably do with actually getting rid of some of these heavy ships. Just get rid of some of these. Older heavy ships. We'll get down to 20 heavy ships. That should be fine. Truce with that nation is up. These guys can go. And then we still have 14 ships to upgrade. It's going to be mostly heavy ships, I think, that are being upgraded. Well, maybe not. No, looks like some light ships we have as well. That's fine. Alright, we did get everything cored. Now we're kind of looking to, well, build up our, what's it called, governing capacity a little bit here to state up some of these Chinese states, because we would absolutely love to state up, like the Beijing area, the North Kibi. That's got good development in it. I don't really care about your opinion of us. You're a tiny little tributary. Okay, we'll go ahead and transfer these guys over to here. Get rid of 2 of these regular troops. And then as this expands, we should be getting, I think there'll be, let's see, there's 2 regular troops left. Yep, 2 regular infantry troops left for that army, and then the rest of them will end up going into this 3rd army we have. This one, which has no samurai troops. Okay, we've got the spy network. I think we can make this claim. Yep. So we could now go to war with Russia, which we might just do, so we get this. Hungary will join, but that doesn't really matter. We can take this place right here. Which I probably don't need all of my troops for that. Probably just need these two armies would be sufficient. So we'll go ahead and let them get their manpower up, or their morale up. Oh, wow, we get some tech cost and some idea cost, which we don't really have any ideas, but we could absolutely use with the tech cost because we are a couple of techs behind on our admin tech, and we're not behind on our diplo tech, but we're only at 7 years out. So if we could get those both up, that'd be nice. And this 50 admin will help with that. In fact, it'll give us everything we needed to get it done. This is now costing us 224. Ah, that's amazing to see. For admin tech 19. That's fantastic. This is going to cost us 688, 686, and this is going to cost us 830. Strange that this one costs so much more. Even though we have the same reduction. No, we don't. This one has an additional 14% from our ideas. Alright. We'll go to war with Russia and we'll try and take the coast over here from them. Deny them access to their lands over here. I don't know if there's any thing we can release over here as a vassal. We might just give it to GB and just have them be our big tributary over here. It'd be nice to have them be like a proper vassal, but they're not going to be that. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? That's good to hear. Another courthouse going. We'll go ahead and declare this war. Hungary will join. That doesn't really matter to me. I don't think that they will be able to do much about it. Keep drilling. I'll try and keep an eye on, make sure that I don't suddenly get jumped on, but I suppose it's possible. We're actually going to build some additional transports because our armies are now much bigger. We want to be able to transport our whole army in one go. That would be very good. Okay. You are going to come into this direction. You'll just start going over here to start just sieging. I suppose you don't have to go that far. Go over here. Basically, we want to just try and siege as much of this stuff out to just increase their war exhaustion. Don't imagine they'll send very many armies this way, but I suppose they might. Go ahead and run our ships over to here. We will just take the national unrest for 10 years because we want to keep our innovativeness high. It's not super high, but it's getting there. It's almost at 40%. And we love to see that. Oh, there is a Russian Navy over here. Let's see if we can catch it. It's got some transports. He went into a section of the map I'm not allowed into. Oh, we lost our general. Let's get this really quick before we're in enemy territory. He is not fantastic. Let's get another one. He is much better. It's not great, but he's also not terrible. Oh, I guess we'll keep him around. You know what? We'll get rid of him. We're almost at 80. Army professionalism. We're going to go step over on this fort. I have to imagine that he's just not going to have very many troops focusing on me because he's at war with the Ottomans right now as well. Yeah, poor Russia. About to get carved up. You also ally Sweden. How are we at war with Sweden? Oh, that's interesting. Sweden is a junior partner of Hungary. What the hell? And they're almost done being integrated. They'll be done in 12 years. So Hungary's going to own all this up here as well, and they also own all of Albania, technically. So Hungary is actually very strong. I didn't notice. Maybe should have paid a little bit more attention to that. Alright. Well, I'm not worried about it in the slightest. We'll go ahead and just start sieging all of this stuff. Okay, I think it is just an escape that leaves one there. All right, we'll just go. That should just cause them to go siege basically all this shit. And then we'll just hope that there's no army over here for some reason. That could be very bad, but it's just some troops, we can replace them. Get the money and the manpower. Get another one of these. We're going to grab the admin efficiency. That's going to be very good for us. Admin efficiency is this modifier right here, and it basically just makes things that cost admin cheaper. So like coring, for example, is much cheaper the higher your admin efficiency. I'll go ahead and sit on this coast just in case. We'll be able to carpet siege most of Russia like this. I am going to assume they're going to be pretty much just distracted with the Ottomans. I mean, they're already just sieged mostly over there, so. We are getting this stuff converted. Our religious unity probably took another big hit. Yeah, we're down below 90 again, just from taking all these Confucian lands. Is there... We already have a missionary strength advisor. Yeah, that's the best that we're going to be able to do right now. Unless we were to go all the way back towards isolationism and get missionary, just another missionary, but we're gonna keep trying to push towards open doors. So you want that tech cost and that trade efficiency will be very useful. Okay, we won that siege. I'm gonna step on this guy. Don't want to just leave a one stack sitting around. And then when you're done, I suppose let's just try and get some vision about what's going on. I'm just gonna step over to Moskva. Alright, I think we'll start regrouping in Tomsk. We finish stuff up. way. If we see armies, we'll try and step on them. I don't imagine that Russia's going to have a whole lot of stuff going on, military-wise, much more. They've got 91,000 troops, but I don't know where they would be at. We see this navy again. Let's see if we can catch it down here in our seas before it runs away behind the Terra Incognita. Moving. We have an incident going on? Oh, right, urbanization. Forgot. Okay. This will give us a bunch of ducats, which we love. That's also going to give us a bunch of ducats and some mercantilism, but makes us isolationist. Yeah, let's get a little bit reduction of mercantilism. For open, for progress towards the open outcome, and for 3,000 ducats. Then we will just spam out the rest of these buildings, or as many as we can. That should give us a ton of governing capacity. Alright, looks like we're going to catch them in the Taiwan Strait. It should be a pretty quick battle. They immediately lost one. Like, just... Yep. So, we will go ahead and send this to our stack. And we'll just move our boats up here to Heijo, and we'll repair them and upgrade any that we stole that are out of date. Looks like we actually found somewhat of an army, unintentionally. That's okay, we won pretty decisively. I guess we'll just gain 3 free mercantilism. That'll make up the one we just lost, and gain 2 extra. Alright, so we'll be down 4,000 troops, because these guys are going to take a long time. We're going to explore this way, get the coastline, and come down here and siege that stuff down. Should be able to get all of, I think this is the Comanche? Maybe this is Comanche. I think we'll be able to get all this stuff here. They are sieging. There's 5K that have shown up back here, probably from the provinces over here. They are now sieging down our lands. That's a little bit problematic. We'll go deal with that. Oh, we've got military access with the Ming. Alright, so we get another tech cost reduction on top of becoming open doors. So our tech costs are going to be ludicrously low. Look at that. This is going to be 475, and it's 5 years ahead of time still. And this is 589 at 5 years ahead of time still. It's crazy. Apologies, I had to sneeze and then I needed to blow my nose afterwards. I want that to come through on the microphone because that can be pretty loud. Alright, we'll split you up again and start sieging middle line. A rolling wave of Japanese troops across the Russian Siberia. Actually got this little enclave here. Novgorodian Orthodox enclave between Lithuania and Polish Russia. You don't normally see the AI letting there be enclaves from other countries. It's pretty unique. I say I spot two more, but it's more like this is just happens because of Burgundy stuff, probably. We want to try and kill these troops with this army. Can you go further this way? Yep, just keep going this way and then we'll circle back around with you. Still just looking for the 72,000 Russian troops. Where could they possibly be at? I guess maybe they're in the Ottoman lands? Maybe they're like hanging out in Hungary. Alright, we can catch up on our admin tech. We are now as far ahead of time as we are our military tech as our admin tech and our diplo tech. We are 18 years ahead of time. 17 years ahead of time. Welcome back. And our governing capacity has shot up. We now have an additional 200 with a ton about to be done in about 2 months. So we'll give it 2 months to build up some admin. In order to state stuff up, we're still gonna need the admin. Yeah, I played a very hard game. What did you win? Or what game was it? Was it you said EU4 to very hard? Pardon me. Ah, Napoleon, Total War, yes. I don't know how hard that game is, but you know the Total War games can be pretty difficult sometimes. Oh, sorry, I keep sneezing. I don't know. I'm not really sure why. Anyways, yeah, the being outnumbered 1 to 3, that's a pretty difficult fight. Was it? I don't know if it does the same thing it does in Napoleon as it does in like Shogun, but was it like a heroic victory or like a pyrrhic? I don't know how you pronounce it. Pyrrhic victory, where like you basically lose a bunch of dudes. Excellent. That's fun. That was smart. It was very smart. And my Total War Shogun 2, I had a big battle, and it was a Pyrrhic victory. It was 3 full armies against my 1. It was primarily archers, but I had a bunch of like Yari samurai, so basically spearmen. And I did like a big defensive, like, I don't even know like what kind of shape it was, but it wasn't like just like a box. And they had a bunch of cavalry, so it was just a couple of cavalry charges after the other one, and I was just like, this is going well. It shouldn't be going well, but it's going well. Until eventually they just started losing morale. They started running away. Couldn't handle it. Oh, alright, yeah, his army was much bigger than yours. Yeah, well, unfortunately, the 1500 samurai didn't really have access to dispersed artillery shells. They had at most access to maybe some cannons. I did have some. I do have some cannon folks, although they're mostly for boats at the time period. I did manage to steal the black ship from the Portugal though, or the Portuguese, which is nice. Took the lives of many men, but it was very worth it. Okay, we should meet. Start having our soldiers meet up over here. These are already attacking that. When is the campaign for Japan going to be considered? I don't know. I definitely want to make sure that I have most of mainland China, some decent looking borders here, and I'm gonna take the mandate at some point, but I definitely want to have like I've got the 3 main cities that I need to take the mandate, um, and I don't think I have very much devastation. I just don't have a lot of tributaries, and I do have a decent amount of stability. I just worry that if I take the mandate, it's gonna very. I'm not sure that I'm in a stable position as a country to deal with low mandate, if that makes any sense. Mandate is. It's kind of like the imperial authority for the Chinese. Uh, it's this number right here. So the mandate represents the authority of the current emperor. As you can see, it gives a lot of negative modifiers if it's below 50, and some pretty good positive modifiers if it's above 50. Um, and it's lost in various ways, but it has to it deals with basically this, and then all of these reforms can be passed by spending mandate. And so the idea is you spend the mandate and then go low in mandate, and you have to stabilize your country before you can pass another law. And then you get these decrees, which you can put on that modify certain aspects and stuff like that. It's not something that I have ever actually interacted with. I pretty much only know it as it's what determines whether or not the Ming explode. Although they've had zero mandate for a while and they don't manage to stay stable. In fact, they seem to be losing that stability though. I could set up a specific one for EU4 stuff. Yeah. Alright, that one's done. The Hungarians have decided to come siege down the provinces that we don't know, which is crazy. I guess the Ottomans aren't at war with them, so they can't really do anything about it. Get the rest of these. And even that say that give one at all, so we need probably another 2,000 ducats, and we'll be good. There we go. I got the ticking war score again. I'm going to look at this peace deal. Ideally, we want to just take as much of the coast as we can. We have 2 provinces we need to discover still. Oh look, there are some Russian ships down here we can go attack. Russian peasants have shown up. That's no fun. There's this stack. We'll deal with those. You can go back here. I'm very confused by your war here. How do you only have... Can you peace out the Russians, please? Oh, I see that. Oh, now it matches your other name, the one that you've got for your phone. Oh, I'll take that. We captured the Russian flagship. Hell yeah. Nice. The Blagodot. Cool. We've made a nice collection of flagships. Three of them are the Ming. Now we have a Russian one. I was hoping to get the Ottoman one. I've got some real General Grievous vibes going on with my flagships. Yeah, that does probably would be easier, but I think I understood what was going on. Alright. The Ottomans just pieced out with Russia. And they took 4 provinces. Nice. I guess they took a lot more from the Timurids. Okay, which means we can now send some troops this way. I want to send these guys back this way as well. Come reinforce. Oh, nice. Oh, and there's a fort there. Okay. You will come deal with these. You will come back over here and deal with this fort. So fort down. I think this would be a decent piece deal. We need to grab that province, but awesome. I'm glad it seems to be a new player curse. When do I get my next idea? At 22. So we have another 2 technologies. So I will very gladly spend the mana points here to make this war go a little bit faster. Russia is starting to grab a bunch of troops. They were at 18,000 and now they're at 56,000. I'm sure it's all a bunch of little stacks like this. Alright, we will sit on their capital. We're going to try and siege it down very quickly so they don't have a chance to consolidate their stacks and make miserable for us. Make things miserable for us. Alright, we got Moscow down. They don't want this peace deal. Go ahead and re-siege of our provinces. Alright, I'll take this peace deal. I think this is a reasonable first peace deal against the Ming. Or the Ming, the Russians. And we want to start getting ready for our next war against the Ming, which will be available in 6 years. We took our 11-year truce timer and turned it into a 6-year truce timer by going through and attacking the Russians. Alright, we can do this. Which will... I'm fine with that. Then I'll give our missionaries... Oh, we have 9.5 missionary strength. This is nuts. Should be able to get our stuff here pushed up relatively quickly. Alright, we want you to come back. We'll have you and your troops meet you there. You can come over here. And you're fine sitting in base shape. Alright, we have several provinces we can't core. These ones up here because we don't have a port cord. Sucks, but it is what it is. Can I just give you provinces, actually? That I don't even have cord yet? I can. Okay, hold on. Let me cancel all these, because I'm just going to give these to Jibei. He can deal with it. What state are you? You're this one. Okay, we'll keep this state for ourselves. And then these two provinces. It's a 3 province? Well, I'll go to Jibei. Alright, then in the next war against Russia, we'll give him even more provinces. I wonder if I cancel my tributary with this guy, if... I mean, they're allied with Jebei, but they might just get eaten up eventually. Oh, I gave them some extra provinces to deal with. Alright, and then we can core this stuff over here. Yeah, I gave them extra provinces so that they would be a more powerful tributary. I'm gonna give them basically the land over here, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the stuff over here. We'll see. I might be able to release some nations here and start feeding them some Siberia. They are like a vassal. They're a little bit more autonomous than a vassal. They are a tributary, and they basically are paying me 5 admin every year. So I'm getting free admin points from them. I lost a general. It's a pretty decent general. Where are you going? Here. So we'll go ahead and get you guys sent down here. You guys are heading there. You're there. That's fine. All good. Alright, we'll go ahead and build a workshop here. few more of those, and we'll be set on our governing capacity for a little bit. Speaking of, we can go ahead and get these states stated. It's got a decent amount. We almost have all of East Guangdong. We have all the important pieces anyways. Alright. We will probably state up South Hebei next. Suppose we can rival Great Britain. We have more development than they do by a large margin. I don't know where that's at. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that'll actually work. That'll allow us to expand our influence into the Philippines. Although we are getting close to advanced casus belli, which are imperialism. Everybody loves imperialism, right? It's one of the best CVs in the game. No, we'll take the admin hit. I'm not giving you 2,000 ducats. Alright, go ahead and drill. Then once we're done with the last few of these, we will want to get all of our temples upgraded. That's going to give us so much money. Alright, let's take a look at which provinces we've got next. It says South Jilin is our most developed area, which is this one here. Okay, let's go ahead and get Ming is gay, not gonna lie. Well, I'll agree with that. They've been a real pain in the ass this run, but they are no longer a threat. Oh, that's going to be really useful, because we're already at 98 prestige, so we'll get just a bunch of monarch points. Bunch of free monarch points. Love it. We'll be able to make this a core in April, or start making it a core in April. No, this is not multiplayer. Nope, this is a solo run of just me playing as Japan. Probably gonna take the mandate from the Ming later on in the campaign. Or perhaps relatively soon. I suppose we will see. I started as the Oda. I tried a couple of runs as the Tokugawa and the Oda, and it took a couple to get it going. Had some bad RNG, bad luck. Made some poor decisions, but we managed to make a very powerful Japan. I managed to basically form Japan with no loans, which I was very proud of doing. Very quickly. Not that we didn't take loans, just that by the time we were able to press the button to form Japan, it was, we were debt free. This has a chance to spawn in 2 years in our place of area, in our provinces. That would be nice. You'll learn. Yeah, that's what I said. I've got the gist of things. I've got a little bit over 1,000 hours, so I get the gist of things. Not super good at the game. I don't claim to be. I know that there are people who are fantastic at this game. I've watched their content before. It's pretty amazing to see some of the things people can do. We don't need a fort over here. Or over here. It's kind of pointless. Can tech up in our mill tech. 12 years ahead of time. I don't think we want to do that. Not when manufactories are less than a year away. Oh, the trader died. That's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and get this guy. I do remember that, yes. A whole 16 minutes, wow. Oh, thank you for informing us of your bowel movement. It is much more fun with the DLC, though. I will attest to that. How are we doing on our conversions? Alright. We didn't get it, unfortunately. It ended up spawning in Europe again. In fact, it spawned in the Teutonic Order. Lucky them. But we also reached a new level of army professionalism. Excellent. So we will be able to embrace manufactories soon. We are getting close on our military points, though. Yeah, there is a big religious war in Europe because of the Catholics and the Protestants and the Reformed faith. We just couldn't see it in this game because it happened before we discovered Europe, or more accurately, before they discovered us. But the Protestants won that war, and so the official faith of the Holy Roman Empire is now Protestant. And the emperor is Bohemia, who is actually he's not doing too terrible. He's gaining a decent amount of imperial authority. I'm not sure if he's trying to pass reforms or not, but he's not doing a good job of making sure that they want to pass them. He's doing a decent job of keeping the electors happy, though. They're almost all voting for him. He's not even a superpower, though, or a great power. So, I mean, it's pretty much just Germany is a backwater. Like, they've got decent tech and they've got decent development, but they are almost non-consequential. Austria is pretty weak. They never got a PU over Hungary, it would seem. Instead, Hungary got a PU over Sweden and Albania. Just nuts. The Ottomans never got to push into them. And so the Ottomans ended up making Egypt out of the Mamluks instead of just conquering them, and Morocco managed to conquer everything over here. And Spain took a chunk out of Portugal, just a little bite, and France took a bite out of Spain. They're just kind of trading provinces around over here. France ended up getting all of southern Italy, including Sicily, which ended up spawning. And they managed to take them out. So we may see France try and take northern Italy soon because they're mostly Protestant or Reformed. Can I take Istanbul? I mean, I will probably end up at war with the Ottomans again at some point. It's very possible. I thought it would be kind of funny to take it, but I don't know if it'll let me, unless I go siege it, which would be kind of an interesting thing to do, but I might do that towards the end of the campaign, just as a funny thing. The Russians have attacked Cebu, and they are losing. That is an interesting choice. Does it matter if you control the Suez? Yeah, there is a decision that you can do to start a great project to start building the Suez Canal, as well as the Panama Canal later on. I think you have to own these two. Then you can make a decision to build that. There's also the Kiel Canal that you can build. I believe you have to own these two provinces. As opposed to controlling the Bosphorus, don't think so. Same with Gibraltar. I mean, there's a canal crossing here, so it's nice to have control over that. Because if you put a fort there, then it's hard for enemies to cross, especially if you just put a navy there. They have to siege that and own the other side. But... So, same over here, it's kind of difficult for the Ottomans to cross over here to begin with if you've got a decent navy built up, but that's pretty hard to do. Alright. Okay, Russian separatists. We'll go ahead and treat them. Are we still getting 2 fur? Nope. Okay, so we will just go ahead and go to the lowest cost and start leveling up a ton of our military points. Okay. No, you don't get taxes from ships, but you do get... maybe there is... Actually, there is this. So you get an extra trade power for holding Constantinople. So there is that to model that, I suppose. And then over here in Gibraltar, there is... that's just a major colonial port. Oh, they managed to get birth of a new city here. That's amazing for them. Anyways, there is just trade centers here, and these trade centers basically make it so that your trade power there is extra. The Bosphorus does, I guess, get this special Bosphorus Sound toll I didn't know about. Yeah, just extra trade power. And trade power is this thingy right here? No, it is this one. And so the more trade power you have, the more control over a node has. So if you're, for example, collecting there, you're going to siphon more out of the node and directly into your coffers. Whereas if you're looking over here, like in the Iran node, I am transferring out most of the stuff from this province, that whether it's being produced here or it's coming in from the New World over here. I can't really tell, but I'm taking most of it and just sending it on to Nippon, which I'm collecting most of the stuff that's coming into Nippon. But specifically, trade and taxes are counted as two separate incomes. So taxes are from your provinces, and trade is from well, your trade ships and your trade ports and controlling nodes. And trade is a very complicated system. It's simply complicated, if that makes any sense. It's pretty simple once you understand it, but it can be kind of daunting and complicated to get into. Alright, what is this that they're wanting me to do here? We'll just take the prestige hit for now. I don't want to spend that much money on not a whole lot of stuff. I have trade ports to upgrade. Okay, we need to get our army discipline up to plus 15. We need to get an army reformer. Our discipline is at 13.9%, which is being caused by our absolutism. Our absolutism is stuck at 79 because all the minuses we have from the commercial, from basically from the states. So we're kind of just stuck right now where we're at with that. So I don't want to get rid of this stuff because I enjoy having very cheap advisors. Both. It depends on the context that you're in. Most of the time, people use the 12-hour clock for AM, PM. God damn, I feel like I just put you guys down like a second ago. Nah, we'll just go local leader. Okay. That's stated. This is very interesting that this state is worth war. But it's technically got more dev in it. No. Short answer, no. Long answer, maybe technically. I'm sure there are lots of things that you could do to reduce province war score cost. Like you can get some stacking modifiers and stuff through various means and get a big chunk of them, but the only way to really do that is through the later Casus Belli with like imperialism, where you can get an even bigger chunk, or with like in Hungary's case here, he's going to annex all of Sweden in one go. It just takes a very long time for bigger countries to diplomatically annex them. You're basically integrating them because he's a personal union. He's the King of Sweden and the King of Hungary are the same person. But he'll be done with that in about 3 years, and then all of this land up here will be Hungarian. Oh, the English are stuck in a civil war. Well, that was a big civil war as well. Alright, but our truce with the Ming will be up at the end of next year. Let's go ahead and get our guys ready to go. I am the Empire of Japan. I am an empire rank government. It's not gonna say Empire of Japan unless I were to like install some flavor mods that would, you know, put like Grand Duchy of Lithuania or Empire of the Ottoman Empire or something like that. But yeah, when I formed Japan, I did, I think, proclaim it as the Empire of Japan. It upgraded my government rank to Empire. We have, really, somebody already grabbed this? No. Alright, we'll go ahead and take it then. I'm really annoyed that I have to, but... save up money to upgrade these ships. And I don't really want to lose the progress here because we're so close, but I'm not taking a stability hit. I'll just push it back to 1654 is fine. Brunei can be mad. Let's take a look at our spread of manufactories here, because we've got a lot of manufactories. Most interestingly, we want to look at like places that's going to be spreading very fast, like Kyoto, Setsu, probably Musashi. So this will be done very quickly. We'll go ahead and put advancement effort on this area, this area, this area, and this area. There. So that'll be done even faster. That'll be done in the next month. Where are you guys upset at? Right there? That's fine. You know what? Go for gold. Go ahead and provoke gold for this one too. Who else? Okay, you guys are, well, actually, first treatment because you are in a very, very far away spot. I don't want to go over there to you. Alright, manufacturers has appeared in Kyoto. We're looking at a cost right now of nothing because we can't embrace it. But once it spreads to the neighboring provinces, we should be able to see a cost pretty quickly. Regardless, we'll want to save up so we can grab that. Alright, the next war with the Ming is a year away. The Bengal have a truce with the Ming until... oh, right before that. Hopefully they don't decide to go back to war with the Ming. They'll just wait for us to call them in. Speaking of saving up money, let's see about spending some more money on samurai. So we need, I think, 2 for this army. This army is full samurai. And then 34 for this one. Alright, let's take a look. We can make 20 more. So we'll make 2, and then the rest of them we'll make on mainland Japan. We'll know that those are going to a new army. There. That'll look nice. Raising 1,000 samurai all across southern Japan. You've called me to war. How very unfortunate. Against who? These 2. Yeah, alright. We'll join it. And we will commit a fleet. And then we will commit this army down here when it is ready to go. And for the moment, it will be severely underpowered. What does it cost to dev Owari? 74. No. We will just eat some autonomy. It'll go down pretty quick. Wish it would show me this in the correct order. There we go. How many more do we need here? 16 more samurai. Man, really? Like father, like son. You're Craven. That's awful. Why did you both get Craven? Why couldn't you get me like 5% discipline? I didn't mean to actually separate these out. That is a good question. I'm trying to remember what the first thing that I did. I think the first game that I played was as Castile, and I really enjoyed colonialism mechanics. I really enjoyed like building up a colonial nation, and it just so happened that at the time I was in college and I was studying American colonial history, and it was just a perfect storm of stuff I was interested in, stuff I was learning about. So I was like, I just kept playing. I'm like, oh man, I read about stuff going on, and then I was like, I want to try France because I like France. In this game, they're big and blue. And you get the achievement, the big blue blob. I was like, oh, let me give them a shot. This was before they reworked France completely, so France was still like really powerful to start, and I just wanted to know what it was like to be Napoleon, but like earlier on. So I expanded super hard into Germany, into Italy, and my first French game, I think my borders went out to here because I wasn't really sure how to expand properly, and it was I pretty much knew immediately that the game was for me. I had a lot of fun with it from the start. Okay, we can go back to war with the Ming. Did we lose an ally? Oh yeah, we were allied to Lanzhang, but they declared war on the Tonggu. Tuangu? Tuangu. Alright. Well, regardless, we want to take this war. I don't genuinely believe the Bengal need my help for this war. I think they just wanted me to come help them fight it so they didn't have to expend as much. They did ally themselves with these guys. That could be potentially a problem. Is college hard in America? No, not really. Kind of depends on the person, but ideally, you want to have just the right mindset of being in college. It's pretty much all it boils down to. I did not have the right mindset when I was in college. I didn't find any of the classes hard, but I didn't really pay attention to my homework or anything like that. I passed my tests fine, but a couple of my professors didn't really like me, so I just wouldn't pay attention in class. There's our commandant. Definitely want to get another discipline guy. That was Kita. Oh, there's a little guy down here. It's a pretty bizarre looking flag. I kind of dig it. Oh, it's so annoying. Want you to be of a proper culture and religion so that we can upgrade you. You're costing me valuable military men or monarch points. Stop being cultures that I don't accept. Just keep recycling our whole cabinet. There we go. Who is going to get there first? October 30th, October 29, October 30th. Okay. So you need to wait a day. Great. And we'll all show up on October 30th. Man, Halloween 1653 is going to really suck for the Ming army. I think Halloween's the 31st, actually. Oh, you know what I mean. Alright, let's look at the peace deal that we can get with the Ming this time. Get an idea of what these... Okay. That's 2 full states. What do the states look like down here? That would be an ideal. That would be the minimum that I would want from this peace deal. What is the maximum that I would want? I think that's the maximum that I would want. This one right here. Then, if we can sneak our way through there, that would be good, as we get another border with Russia. Yes, this is the peace deal that we want. Yes, I will stream tomorrow. Damn. You guys stop killing over dead, please? Alright, we can get our admin tech upgraded. Oh, okay. Well, have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Okay, great. Relieve this siege. we'll use the prestige. How much admin is this piece steel gonna cost me? 1,000. Alright. That's a big piece deal. How much overextension? Only 200%. Yes, we will gain free 5% army professionalism. Thank you. Sunk another big flagship. Unfortunately, we didn't capture that one. That's okay, though. Why is this stuff blocked by a hostile fort? What fort? It simply wasn't. The game was just lying to me. Alright, let's see. Yep, that's fine. We will build a university here. Gain some free points in all the monarch power. Okay, we can enact our 10th government reform. Which will grab the government capacity. Hi, buddy. My, is it after 6 o'clock already? Yeah. Hello. Here, do you want some space up here to come sit down? Here. Come over here. Why are you you looking at me like that? Hmm? Come here, bud. Oh, you're a big baby. Come here. No, don't lay down right there. That's on top of my mouse. I need that. Come here. You're causing problems, Skittle. You just pushed my mouse off my desk. It's like, this is my spot. It's not your spot. It's my spot. What was that? Oh, they must have some elephant troops in their army. It was a very shocking noise suddenly. I wasn't expecting just to hear an elephant. Let's see. I know one of these provinces has... It's split with coal. Yep, it's this one, which will happen when we have enlightenment. Alright, we'll just stack wipe these guys here. Boom. Siege this little island down and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Dang. Sashi gets 75 devastation. Claiming over 100,000 lives. That's awful. Alright, well, we'll need large boulevards and fire brigades to get that devastation down as fast as possible. Alright, we will spend that much on military tech. I'm fine with that. Where are you going? Oh, cool. Give me siege ability. Let's see if we can go intercept these guys. Seem to be wanting to go all the way over here. Alright, I'll level that up, but I'm a little bit worried that when I go to piece this out, I'm going to be stuck with a lot of overextension for a while. I suppose we kind of want to wait till this gets a lot cheaper anyways. No way we wait. Level it up again, I guess. Obviously. Okay, let's go ahead and start getting this sieged. Is sacrificing a stack? Yeah. Sacrificing 1,000 troops to hold me back for just a little bit longer. We eclipse the Ottomans? No way, right? Did they eclipse us? I'm gonna get a claim on this Changxi area. I guess, thanks, but I don't really need it. Cool. We'll get 25 defensiveness in this province. We're getting pretty close to accepting this. Which will completely cut them off from the sea. And we will have to worry about their navy no more. Ideally, we don't have to worry about anybody's navy anymore. I don't think. Oh, looks like the Chungatai are back with a vengeance. They managed to survive Russia and Ming this whole time. Alright, the Ming are ready for peace. Alright, this is a very expensive peace deal. When it comes down to it, I may want to think about not taking this much stuff. Now, that seems to be a little bit more manageable. We can even get some war reps, some money. That'll help get us towards manufactories. Hi, Skittle. make things a little bit easier for everyone who wants to pick apart the Ming. Hi, Skittle. What? I'm gonna rub right against the microphone. Thank you for that. Come here. Okay, I think Skittle wants me to take a quick break. Yeah. He's getting kind of hungry. Want some food? Alright, we'll take a break after we go to war with Ming, or finish up this war with Ming. I think we've got enough. A few more months and we'll have enough. We're still technically at war with this tiny little country over here. I know the Bengal are maybe a little bit upset with me for not helping them out so much, but that is what it is. I guess we'll go put our navy over here. We'll give them some support. Oh, in fact, instead of taking war reps from you, I'm going to annul your alliance with the Bahamas. And then we'll wait 2 more months, and then we'll peace you out. Got all sorts of separatists showing up now. Alright, we're good to go. Now core all this stuff. This one, which we need to go deal with the separatists for. Alright, you're gonna move further up here. You are gonna move... I guess further over here somewhere. Buddy, you just pushed my controller off my desk. Okay, he really wants me to pay some attention to him, so I'm gonna go do that. We're gonna save the game here. I'm gonna play some Baldur's Gate 3 when I come back. I need to finish up my run, and next time we'll finish up this war here with Bengali, or for the Bengali, and we'll stabilize. But that'll be next time. So I'm gonna take a quick break, feed the kitty cat, play with him for a minute, and then I will be back with some Baldur's Gate 3.